Hello there, Jane. It's a bit colder than it was yesterday across the UK. The highest temperatures today are generally across western areas where we're seeing the best of the sunshine. But it's going to get colder still in the next few days. The really cold air, that's just sitting to the north of Scotland. But as we develop a northerly wind, we're going to bring down that cold Arctic air, and that will bring with it some sleet and snow. Although given the time of year, there shouldn't be too much of that.
Hello, good afternoon. The spring warmth and the sunshine from last week will feel like a distant memory as we head through this week. It'll be a lot colder, and we're already in that colder feeling air mass today despite the milder start. A few showers around, very overcast, plenty of cloud as you can see from our weather watcher photos here from Baker Street and again from Mitcham, and it stays cloudy for the rest of the day.
Hello, good evening. There is a real change heading our way with the weather. We've got rain pushing in for tomorrow afternoon. It's a weather front. It signals the arrival of Arctic air. That has the potential to turn things wintry as we head through tomorrow night and Thursday. Potentially some sleet or wet snow, and in addition by night the risk of frost and ice as well. But it's behind this that we see that cold air tucking in, and we could well start to see the rain turning to sleet and wet snow as we push through Wednesday night and into Thursday. So venture out of the capital, you could potentially wake up to a few centimetres over the likes of the Downs and the Chiltern, say, as we wake up on Thursday morning, with the risk of wintry showers following on behind. In addition, look at these temperatures by night. We do see the return to the potential for frost and ice into the coming days. Have a good evening.
Ben, you were saying yesterday it was going to get cold, and it really has.
Yes, it has started to, Rita, and temperatures have further to fall, believe it or not. The really cold air today has been working into the north of Scotland. This was the scene earlier on in Shetland. Snow was falling, and more of us are going to get into that really cold air.
Elizabeth, can you give us any good news?
Well, not really for this week, I'm afraid. Still some lovely spring colours out there, though, as you can see from our weather watcher pictures here, despite those very grey, overcast day today. I remember all that blue sky and sunshine from last week. It's just going to feel like a distant memory, I'm afraid. It will still look like spring, I think, at times this week, but it will feel very much as if we're being plunged straight back into winter. If you thought today was cold, it's only going to get colder over the next couple of days or so, particularly cold, in fact, on Thursday. We'll be slashing those temperatures into that we saw last week, and then some with a very chilly wind blowing and possibly a bit of winteriness on Wednesday night.
Now just in, but now to the weather and how climate change is making our heat waves hotter. Apparently the Met Office has raised the heat threshold in 8 counties in England. It's because average temperatures have risen by more than 1 degree in some areas. Explain, Alex.
Well, Mary, it certainly is a sign that the UK is getting warmer, and it's probably hard for people to think about heat waves when the temperature is actually drastically dropping outside. And there is even the talk of snow a bit later on this week. But yes, there's news out today that the Met Office is acting to increase when we officially call a weather event a heat wave. Last year, we saw a fair few of them, which sent many of us out into the sunshine and, of course, to the beach. And we've also seen record temperatures in the past few years in the mid-30s to the high 30s as well. So what is a heat wave, and, well, what is the official definition? Well, it reaches a specific temperature or above, and it has to stay this way for at least 3 days in a row. The temperature to meet that heatwave threshold is different in different places. And now the Met Office is changing those thresholds in 8 regions across England. So in these 6 counties, all in southern England, the threshold will rise to 28 degrees. In Lincolnshire, a bit further north, it's also a 1 degree increase up to 27 degrees. And then the final county will be for East Riding of Yorkshire, where the heatwave threshold will be up to 26 degrees. Now, 1 degree might not sound like a lot, but it is evidence that these places are experiencing more rapid changes in temperatures, and it is likely to be down to climate change.
OK.